everybody. My name is Jennifer Briere, and I am a faculty member in the Department of Psychology here at St. Thomas More College. I'm here today to present to you a little bit about how we're doing remote teaching and learning in the psychology department at STM. The first thing I want to let you guys know is that we have the Gwenemaw Center for Teaching Excellence here at the university, and myself and all my colleagues regularly attend the seminars and do training and frequent their frequently asked questions pages to really try to get a good handle on how we can best teach and assess in this remote learning environment. We know it's a challenge for everyone, and it's a challenge for us as instructors as well. So we're learning how to do that as effectively as we can. With that in mind, at the Gwenemaw Center in mind, we have kind of a different mix of methods for teaching and learning depending on which level of class that you're enrolled in. So for my 200 level classes, for example, we have a lot of asynchronous sessions. So I have pre-recorded modules that are posted on a timer, and then students get to view that during the week and get it completed when they're kind of free and able to do it. There are a few synchronous sessions in our 200 level classes, and those are more just to meet up and ask questions, do kind of check-ins, have discussions about the assignments, or maybe help with using the library and the databases. And then I also have live sessions after our exams to go over challenging questions to kind of edit out inaccurate responses so that you guys can really learn for your next assessment and for your final exam. It's kind of like a learning session. For our 300 level classes, it's much more applied kind of learning and assessment. So in the 200 levels and 100 levels, it's a lot of reading from your textbook, watching lectures, doing kind of midterms online. In the 300 level labs though, it's more applied kind of learning. So instead of just reading and then coming up with exam questions or being able to provide that information back to the prof, you might be doing a presentation, so recording a Panopto presentation like this, or doing more kind of applied assessments like writing assignments, research activities, and so on. So for those 300 level classes, depending on which section you're in, it's going to be a mix of synchronous and asynchronous kind of sessions, because for the applied learning, it's helpful to have the professor live there to kind of discuss with you as you're working through the content. For the midterms that we have for our 100 and 200 level classes, they're usually set on a timer. So there's a date that's set out in the syllabus on when you're expected to write your exam. And then at a particular time, mine are set, for example, at 6 a.m., the exam releases, and you get to log in at any point during that 24-hour period to complete your exam. And it'll be on a timer. So once you hit begin exam, there's a 50 or 60-minute timer that will start depending on whatever length your professor has set for the exam. And you have that time to complete the assessment and hit submit. So it could be at midnight, it could be at 10 p.m. or 6 a.m., whatever works best for your schedule, but it has to be completed within that 24-hour period. Professors also hold office hours in different ways. The way I do office hours, rather than just kind of sitting in a WebEx room waiting for people to show up, I ask that we schedule appointments and meet on a particular day. I kind of keep that day set aside for student meetings. And then if that day doesn't work, we can find an alternative time to meet. Some professors do have set up days in their syllabus where you can just sign up for a time through Canvas, the online learning system, and then just show up in their WebEx room at that time to meet with them and discuss whatever issues you have. One thing we've learned over the remote teaching and learning is that we do miss a lot of the face-to-face contact that we have with students in that relationship building. So office hours are actually a lot more fun now than they have been in the past, because it's times where I actually get to connect with students. In lecture, especially those asynchronous lectures where you guys are at home learning on your own, I don't really get to know the students that I'm teaching, so that's something that I definitely miss, and we get to get through office hours and other kind of activities that we do outside of just the classroom. So I guess the biggest thing I would want to say is that we as professors know that remote teaching and learning is difficult, and it's like a new situation for all of us, and that even us as instructors are learning and trying to figure out how to use all of these online tools and how to do collaboration effectively and relationship building effectively in a remote teaching environment. So rather than kind of heading into university with a lot of angst and worry, I would just go into it with some thoughts on that we're all learning and we're all doing our best in a really unique situation. So I hope to see you guys in some of my classes in the future, and I hope you found this helpful and informative.